And you may be wondering, what is resilience? Well, basically resilience is just the ability to bounce back. And in all of our lives, to varying degrees, we encounter things that just throw us for a loop, really challenge us. These can be tragic incidents or just the kind of things that life throws at us on a daily basis. And different people have more of that bounce back quality than others. However, researchers have been finding that we really can develop more resilience. And as you may be able to tell from the term warrior wheel training, the warrior wheel aspect of this is devoted to people who have served in the military or are now serving. And the reason that I wanted to start with them is for personal reasons that I can share later, but because these are folks who do incredibly difficult jobs that are difficult to them emotionally, personally, and in their own family lives, but also in terms of operationally, how they're able to carry themselves and handle themselves on a day-to-day basis in theater, in challenging situations. And the more resilient they are, the better decisions they're going to make. And when they're making life or death decisions, it's better for everybody if those are good decisions. So it may sound like this is a very narrow focus for this program. I would argue that this has ramifications throughout society. And I'd just like to throw out one statistic to get started, and that is for people who have experienced combat and endured the stress and trauma of that, the family impacts are at a ratio of 1 to 12. So for each military person, there are 12 family members impacted. On a community level, researchers have found that it's about 1 in 40. So even though there may be a narrow band demographically of people who are actually in the military these days, there's a huge societal impact. And personally, one of the reasons I got into this is I was very concerned about what happens when people are traumatized in society. And I learned both from working in the domestic violence field as a younger person and then being trained as a chaplain with veterans, that trauma that's unresolved becomes intergenerational. It impacts lives of individuals, and it impacts the decisions we make as a society and culture. Big political decisions made by people that we elect to do the best for us. So there's a macro level and there's a micro level, and I also want to say there's a lot of hope here.